Hello, truckers. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are actually in Salt Lake City, Utah, not where we left off. The game had a major update, and I updated a lot of mods. A lot of mods have updated. I was going to revert back to the older version, or previous version of ATS, but then, yeah, it just got to be a big mess, and I was like, you know what? Forget it. So we're back in Salt Lake City. We are going to be heading down towards Texas. Yeah, we ended last episode. I think we were somewhere on the western side of Tennessee. And we had a delivery. We're not going to be able to complete it. So, we're back in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're picking up a load. This is an external contract that we're doing. Where's that trailer? There it is. Let's hook on up to it, hopefully. Like a glove. So the external contract we got, now that we're hooked up, we're going to Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's going to pay us $2,000. And let's see, I don't know how many miles it is right now. Oh, wait. Oh, right there it is. It says I should get there today by 5:30. Hopefully we pick up the time and we get it done. So the one mod that's not working, unfortunately for me, is the minimal advisory screen at the bottom. Of course, I love that mod. Gives me a lot of details going on, so I'm not going to have it, but I'll get by. It's okay. We'll make it. I just won't be able to see what my drivers are doing, and won't see the money coming in. We won't see our ETA as much. I'll have to bring up the other screen that I just had up. Hopefully I can remember what button that is. Overall, let's get on the road and get down somewhere near Texas. So you should be watching this episode on the 13th. The Texas DLC comes out on the 15th, so a couple more days. The Texas DLC is going to be here. The one thing I might do, because we're not going to be quite near the border of New Mexico and Texas, but we're going to be kind of close if I get there today, which we're going to have to because it's an external contract. I may just bobtail it on over to one of the cities on the eastern side of New Mexico. So that way when Texas DLC comes out, we're going to be right there. And also when the Texas DLC comes out, I don't know if it's going to revert me back to Salt Lake City again, because usually when there's a major map update and something done to the game, sometimes it reverts you back to your home garage. So I want to make sure we get this delivery done today, and that way, if it does revert me back to Salt Lake City, I can teleport my truck down there. We could be right where we left off. So that's the plan anyways. But, you know, my plans always seem to change. Alright, so I'll have to keep an eye. Oh, the other thing I just forgot about. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep track of my speed limit and the speed limit in the zone that I'm currently in. So I have to pay more attention to all that kind of details. Just can't quickly look at the bottom of the screen to get all my information right away. Where am I going here? I think I'm going this way. Actually, I don't think I could have went up that ramp right there according to GPS. That road technically is not there. Where's that car? It's over there. Speed limit is 70 in the zone, and I'm doing 60. Alright, and I need to get out of this lane here. And it's always nice. You don't realize how nice your mods are or what updates you have to the game. And then when they're not there, you realize, okay, I got to go back to the original way. When you're not used to it, it's going to take me a while to get used to it, but hopefully it's only for one episode. We shall see. Speed limit is 70 in the zone. We're doing 65. We're all good. Oh, that's right. I can only do 65. We're doing external contracts. So our speed limit is restricted to 65 miles an hour. Alright. That's fine. So much for making up a lot of time today. Let's see. What button do I need to get to that? Okay. So I can see right there. You know, we're going to get there around 5:30-ish. See how it goes. See how it goes. put the cruise control on. Should be on. So we're going to be doing 65 miles an hour all the way on down. Yeah, so we're pretty much all set. Like I said, get down to Santa Fe this episode. And like I said, I'm probably going to bobtail it on over to one of the New Mexico cities on the eastern side of the state. So that way, like I said, when the Texas DLC drops, we can just start that episode and head into Texas. I'm going to try to work on a paint scheme for the truck as well. So I'll see what I can come up with. Probably nothing too fancy. I don't even have anything in mind, but I think I got a little time this week, and I can probably spend an hour or two throwing something together. Have to look for stuff to put on the truck. Like this paint scheme I put on the truck now with the Eagles. I've done this paint scheme before on all my other trucks, so I had all the logos and all that to do on the template. So it wasn't too hard, but the Texas DLC, I don't have anything for that currently, so I'll have to do some looking up and, like I said, throw something together here. Looks like I need the off-ramp up here. Not sure if I want this lane or not. Is it 2 lanes going to the way we're going? Going straight on through. Going to be more focused on the speed limits and whatnot. Yeah, so I don't know if we're going to make enough time today, but we're going to have to try to get this external contract hopefully done on this drive here. External contracts you got to get done in real time, so I do have where's that information? I got 6.5 hours in real time to get the job done. It's not done by time and date in game. I'm only hauling 11,000 pounds of electronics, so not a heavy load at all. I'll have to keep bringing that little box up so we can kind of see how we're doing on ETA. The clock, if you're looking to see what time of the day it is, the clock is right there on the right hand side of the dash. It is currently 7:47 in the morning. Well, as for my company, I don't know what we did for money overnight. We're up to 25,000. I don't know what we were at, so I want to say we were like maybe 12 or 13,000 when I went to bed. As for what Harry P is doing, don't know. Hopefully he's doing well. Let's get up to the gears and hopefully get down to Santa Fe today. I just want to get this load done, like I said, because I got a funny feeling when I do the Texas DLC, and may revert me back to Salt Lake City. I wasn't actually expecting to get bumped back to Salt Lake City because on the patch notes for 1.46, it looked like it was all, like most of the updates I was reading about was, a couple main things that they changed is the way the photos are taken in the game and how the photos you take save and you can upload them. But the other thing is the torque. Driving suspension has been kind of added. I really haven't noticed it yet. So usually when you start from a dead stop in a truck and they step on the throttle, there's so much torque in the engine and on the drive axle, it will lift up the driver's side more than the passenger side, so it'll kind of torque the cabin a little bit. I haven't noticed it, but I didn't check to see if there was a setting for that. I don't know if that's something that we can turn on or off. I just spent the first 20 minutes trying to load into ATS, trying to get my mods all updated, and here we are. So it just made it a little bit weird because, like I said, we were in Tennessee. We were headed somewhere in like northwestern Arkansas. That's where we were going. And then, of course, we were going to go from there and try to get to the western side of Texas. You're going to make me pull into the way station, aren't you? Yep. Of course you were. Because anytime when you're in a hurry, the DOT is going to make you pull on in. Oh, I'm going to sneak on out here. No, you're going to wait. Oop. Hopefully I didn't hit that guardrail. That was way too much traffic. Wasn't waiting that long. And all that traffic turned left. Got a funny feeling I'm not going to get down there in this in-game day to Santa Fe. So I am going to push my luck with the speed limits. But my guess is traffic is going to be our biggest nemesis going on down. Going to get stuck behind everyone. Yeah, so the 15th is a big day this month for us on this channel. As we already know, if you're watching this, you probably are interested in the Texas DLC. Both on the same day, the Platinum Edition for Farming Simulator is coming out, so I'm going to have my hands full when I get home from work on the 15th. As for ATS, I'm hoping to have maybe the first video on the Texas DLC out on the 16th. I guess it all depends on when it actually gets released. Sometimes when they give us a date of release, like on the 15th, sometimes they can release it a little bit early. I think last time, though, I'm not sure if it was last time. I'm not even sure it was ATS, honestly, at this point. But there was a game I was waiting for to be released, and it got released like the day after it said it was going to be. So sometimes you just never know. So I guess it all depends on when it comes out. If I have time to get an episode out. And then I hope to have like 2 or 3 episodes this upcoming week. So, like I said, the 15th is on Tuesday, so maybe an ATS video on Wednesday. At the earliest, and then one on Friday, and then of course the regular one on Sunday. Cruising around Texas. And possibly a new paint scheme. One thing about making your own paint scheme, at least I can make them cheap. I could actually make it where I can go to the garage and paint the truck and actually charge it for $0, but I always charge myself $1,000. But compared to the in-game prices for paint schemes, that's really, really cheap. But since I designed it, you know what? I get the major discount. I'm pretty sure if you buy the Texas DLC, it'll come with some paint schemes for us. But I can't afford it. Because we are saving up to trade in our International Eagle at some point. did feel kind of weird though. Always does when I get kicked back to our home garage in Salt Lake City, because our starter garage is still just a one truck garage and looks kind of weird. And at some point we will expand and get ourselves a garage. Like I said, I'm thinking about actually getting one in Dallas. But that won't be what we're spending our money on when we get to Dallas. Like if we get to Dallas and Texas, I'm not spending my cash on getting ourselves a garage. We're saving up for another truck. But to expand the company, we need to update a garage or buy a new one to get more trucks in the fleet. Guys are taking it. Well, this guy right here is taking the corner kind of slow. But then again, I'm only hauling 11,000 pounds, so not a whole lot of weight back there. Also, in last episode, if you remember, I was hooking up the trailer, and I had a hard time hooking up the trailer. And I noticed when I was editing the video, when I was backing up to it, I thought it was the precise. I got the where we got to back up precisely with the truck hooking up to the trailer. But I noticed when I edited the video, it said I could lower the suspension, which I completely forgot about. So I had to go in my key bindings, and I didn't have nothing assigned to that. So now I can lower my rear suspension and then reset it. You can do that with the front suspension as well. Lower and raise your suspension. Does anyone out there actually fiddle with their suspension for hauling on down the road? Just kind of curious if anyone out there is actually using it. That must be our loan payment. Wow, it's already 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, today might actually be where usually in an episode we just do one day in an episode, but today we might have to rest and then finish this load the next day. And then what I'll do, like I said, between episodes is drive on over to one of the eastern cities in New Mexico. But we'll see how far we get. I just don't see myself knocking off anything on the ETA. Yeah, because now it's almost 6 o'clock before I get there. We're not really taking interstates, we're taking state highways and driving through cities. And I can only do 65 miles an hour, which I kind of forgot about until they got going here. But and I also thought about when I saw external contracts, I'm like, all right, the Halloween event, I could get those done. But as you're watching this on the 13th, I think today is the last day, and that there's no way I'm going to get 13 deliveries done, so didn't even bother. Not that there was really that much I was looking forward to in the Halloween event, other than getting it done. But as for getting the prizes, there was nothing I was like looking at. I'm like, ooh, I'd like to have that. There's a few things, like that bowl of chips back there. I got that from doing the Idaho. I think when the Idaho map came out, you got to do a certain amount of deliveries in a time to get the potato chips. Oh yeah, and thank you for all the comments as well. Last episode, we saw a billboard of Chester's Chicken, and apparently that's a popular chain in like the south. Well, I don't know if it's popular, but it's in the southeast. And then someone else also said it's mostly found at truck stops, and most people said that they've actually, the ones that have eaten there, said it's actually pretty darn good. So if you ever see a Chester's Chicken, you may want to jump in there and give it a try. Don't go by me, never seen one, haven't eaten there, of course, so just go by what people have said. Kind of interested to see also the kind of loads that we can get out of Texas. Usually now when SCS drops a new state, each state kind of has like their own transportation or cargo that we can take. And I don't know what to expect from Texas. I haven't seen and looked too much into the Texas stuff. I did watch Squirrel last week on Twitch. He was streaming the Texas DLC, and I saw some of the area, and I only watched for like 5-10 minutes. Didn't want to watch too much of it because I like to drive around myself and see it. That way you get my first reaction as well. But from what I saw for that 5-10 minutes, it was actually looked just as well as Montana was done over. You know, really nicely. So we shall see here in a couple more days. Well, I'm not going to say try to. We're going to visit every city that's on the Texas map. Dude, if you're getting over, get over. You screwed me up a little bit by hesitating. Now the problem is I'm not going to be able to see if this light is turned or not. It is. I didn't think it was going to be green for that long. Good AI driver. He kind of hesitated there for a second. He's like, nah, I can make it. I'm on my side of the yellow line. Hey, where was my green light? Did I get shortchanged there? Well, at least one thing, I did not see any traffic going this way, so kind of got an open road in front of me for a few minutes. I guess not, because I can already see traffic ahead of me. Don't know where it came from, but it's there. I'll speed limit 65, and that's all we can do. But looks like I may have some trucks in front of me that are going to do like 30. 35 maybe. No, we hit 45 in a 65. Always seems to be that way when you're on a tight schedule. You get stuck behind the slow ones. I don't want to be that impatient driver. I'm not going to try to pass 2 trucks on a state highway. Definitely going to kill our ETA. So yeah, we are up to $28,000. So drivers are bringing in the cash. Just can't say who or what they're bringing in. And that was even after we made our $6,000 loan payment. So drivers have brought in a good amount of money today so far. Yeah, so we'll drive until 5 o'clock, try to find a rest area somewhere. And then we'll sleep through the night and we'll get this delivery done this episode. When I originally saw this delivery, before I started recording, I'm like, okay, we'll take that one. I said, yeah, I can make up that half hour. I said, I'm going to get there around 5:30. I said, I can make up a half an hour. Just forgot about, with external contracts, 65 is the limit. Not much, not that a lot of the areas that we've been driving, I could do much about it. You're going to make me pull in the weigh station, aren't you? You flippin' turd. Where is the weigh station here? Because I'm getting ready to turn off the an exit. So I actually got to go here. So I was supposed to turn over there. Oh. This is one of those weigh stations, if you're not paying attention and you get told to pull over like we did, and you turn, then you realize later, like, hey, where's the weigh station? You already gone by it. I forgot, I've done it once before, and I forgot what the fine was. I want to say it was like $400 for missing the weigh station. Nope, not turning in here. My bad. Hopefully there's no invisible wall in here somewhere, because I'm going to hit it and hit it hard. Whoopsies. Yep, let me sneak through here. Yeah, the sign that says weigh station would have been a good hint. Is where I got to go. Of course, our truck is near perfect condition since we repaired it not long ago, to the joy of a few. I really did want to wear down the truck enough to fail a safety inspection. And as we saw, the truck wasn't that, wasn't in bad shape at all, really. Just, 6-7% on the engine, transmission, cab, and 60% on the tires. So the tires had a lot of good wear left into them. Although surprised I lost 13th gear with only 7% damage on the transmission. Yep, 6:30 now is my ETA for getting there, so we'll stop somewhere. Actually, probably now, because it's almost 2:30. Let's have a look at the world map here. So I got 2.5 hours. And there is no rest area anywhere along here. So it's either stop right here and rest and then continue, or stop in town here. All right, I think I'll probably just go right to here because I'm going right by here anyways. All right, let's go ahead and get back going on the road. Literally, this stop is right here that I was thinking about stopping at, but yeah, we're stopping at the other one. Some of these truckers are out just cruising today, I think. Not that I'm in that much of a hurry now anyways, but... and then to the left. I didn't look. I'm wondering where I'm stopping is a truck dealer. No reason why I'm thinking about that. If I do stop at a truck dealer, that's where we're stopping at. I may pull in just to see what my truck is worth. That way we can kind of get a good estimate of what I need when we go trade it in. Need about 240,000 overall to buy, get a truck. So depending on what this truck is, you minus it from that. That's what we need in the bank account in order for us to purchase a new truck. come to a full stop. Direction lights on. And turn. I always say that when I turn right on red in ATS, because most of the time it's fine, but occasionally I get a ticket for it, and I'm not sure why. Maybe I don't come to a full stop, maybe, before I turn right on red. Wait, am I turning left? I don't think so. Nope, the road in front of us swerves to the left. Someone did mention that there is a mod out there. So I got the barriers turned off so we don't see where roads that we're not supposed to cross. And there's an invisible wall there. So I got those turned off. But someone said there's a mod out there that's less annoying than those big X's. I guess it's like a little bit of a dot or something like that. I just prefer have them off completely. And if I'm not mistaken, we should be coming up to our rest area. Yep, right ahead on the left-hand side. Is that a Volvo dealership? I read the sign correctly. Now, of course, our truck is going to devalue as we keep putting more miles on it, but we'll get a rough idea of what it's worth. I think right here is where I got to go. Let's see. Trade-in. Trade-in value is $122,000 right now. That's not too bad. So I would need to have about $110,000 in our bank account before we should be looking at trading in this truck for whatever truck it might be next. And like always, I gotta say this: it can't be a truck that we've already owned and driven, so that eliminates Volvo and Mack Anthems, because we've already been in those for quite a while. And of course, it won't be another International. You gonna ding here somewhere for me? Thank you. Alright, so I just don't rest. So now this is what I usually do off camera. You don't see. I gotta get the developer commands up, and it's G_set_time 20 hours, which makes it 8 o'clock at night. Should be 8 o'clock at night. Perfect. And then well, you can see our money's up to $33,000. Then we sleep the night away, and we should wake up at 6 a.m. with $44,000 in the bank account. And now we can get on the road. One thing about Volvo dealerships is where I sleep and where you got to go out. Sometimes you got to swerve around, make sure your trailer lines up perfectly, and then we should be able to sneak through. Yeah, we're fine. So a short day yesterday, but we get to see a little bit of today. We should get there apparently somewhere around 9 a.m. So we got about 3 hours to go on our journey. What that will allow me to do is, now between the end of this episode and before the Texas episode, which would be next, it'll give me some time to drive on over, bobtailing it. Oops. I'm going to slow on down because I need to make a right-hand turn up here. Alright, the one thing I did not do when we slept is did not fuel up, but I should have plenty of fuel to do what we're doing. That looks like an accident right there. So now you're stopping. Go, dude. We're all set here. Kind of like true in real life. When there's an accident, everyone's got to stop and have a look, right? Kind of surprised I have not gotten a speeding ticket yet. And after we get this delivered, I'll show you on the map, and I'll try to figure out what city I'm going to go to. I mean, I could look for a load going there, but I think I'd just rather bobtail it and get there and just be all set. Alright, so I know the Santa Fe that we're going to, right? Santa Fe, yep. But we're going to Costco's. So I'll have to have a quick look and try to find that. Usually GPS will lead you right there, so I don't have to really look for it, but when I get close, I just gotta look for the Costco sign. Nice to be able to just cruise once in a while. It looks like I'll have to go around these buses and whatnot. Speed limit is 70 through here. Okay. Just making sure. I guess AI traffic doesn't want to do 70. They're doing about 60 or so. So the way the money's coming in, actually, like I said, we're up to what, 40? What was it, 44,000? Yeah, 44,000. As some more money comes in. Yeah, so we need like 110,000. So hasn't been that long since we bought a truck and hired Harry P back. And we're up to $40,000. But of course, every day we do have that $6,000 loan payment. But the money just keeps coming in faster and faster and faster. And then once we do trade in this truck for whatever it is, then we'll come up with a game plan what to do next, which will probably buy a garage. I could upgrade a garage elsewhere, but I think expanding the company around the map as much as we can. I think getting a garage in Dallas would be kind of nice to have one there. Would like to get back into that right lane, but got some traffic over there. Slow up just a bit, let them pass. Nice scenery down on through here. So more than likely, when we get into Texas, we're going to be somewhat near the northern part of Texas, so we'll probably shoot straight across on the north side from west to east, then circle around clockwise around the map, and then circle our way into the innards of Texas, if you can picture the map itself. I don't know how many episodes we're going to be in Texas for, but we're going to be there until we get to every city. So it could be like 6 episodes, maybe more. I don't know. Texas is a pretty big darn map. I gotta turn left up here. Should almost be there. Got 34 more miles. Wow, we're up to $50,000 now in the bank account. It's kind of like a little surprise now without the screen at the bottom letting us know when drivers are getting deliveries done. You just jump into that one there and it's like, how do we get up to 50,000? Yeah, maybe it's better not to ask questions. Didn't want that button. I think I wanted that button right there. Because I always forget to take a screenshot. Not the best of screenshots, but sometimes you get what you get. Oh, and what I do have is a green light. Now let me bring up my GPS here. We'll try to drive a little bit in third person, which I don't do that often because it's, you know, I'm just that terrible at it. I'll take up the whole road if I have to. Sound like there's a vehicle in the fast lane, so I'll try to let them pass. Just seems awfully weird driving in third person. Alright, I need to get back in the cab. Welcome to Santa Fe. Go drop this electronics off. Oh, I was looking at the wrong light. Didn't give me a ticket for going through a red light, which seems kind of weird because I'm way over the line. Is that traffic going to be able to go, or are they all going to stop? No, he didn't stop. Hopefully no one stops. Hopefully they all go through. This is UPS. I thought it said Costco. It does. Okay, here where we're dropping off, there's Costco trailers here. Let's not ask questions. Parking brake, engine, decouple. Perfect. Hey, we're getting close up to level 31. Let me go ahead and continue. So, on the world map, how far am I to the state line? Not too far. I do believe on the Texas map, we can enter Texas from Tucumcari. I think we can enter from there. Probably even here. And I don't know if Clayton is part of the New Mexico map, or is Clayton, even though it's in New Mexico, if that is part of the coast-to-coast map. I don't know. I'll have to look at the Texas map a little bit better, because I want to make sure we're ready to zip on in. If Clayton is not part of the New Mexico map, that means I would have to be in Raton. But I think Tucumcari is probably closer to getting to Texas. And then we can zip around up in the northern part of the top part of Texas, and then scoot on down. If I zoom on out here, you can kind of see what Texas should look like when it comes on out. Kind of hard to see as I'm drawing around the map here. Up through here like that. But yeah, so expect me to be, I want to bobtail it. I don't know how long that would take me to get there. Only 3.5 hours to get to Tucumcari. Or if this is actually there, it'll take me like 4 hours to get there. So yeah, beginning of next episode should be 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm guessing it's going to be here is where we're going to be at. Probably the best bet. Or maybe Clovis. I don't know. Somewhere in these 3 cities right here. That's all I'm going to say. Because even I don't know. While we're here, though, let's go ahead and get our driver manager out. Scroll on down. Let's look at the log for Harry P. He delivered a bulldozer for $3,300, and $2 a mile is what he's getting. So that's a lot better than what he was before. I think it was like $110. Something like that. Either way, like I said, we're going to leave him be. Let him do what he does. I think he'll be just fine over time. And yeah, so we are just about all set here. I was going to go ahead and zip on over to one of those cities. But I got to check the map out a little bit and see where I want to go. But yeah, that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.